Welcome to the Nightcap. I'm your host, Cindy Burbano, in for Carolina Sanchez. And tonight we are talking about breakups, ladies. That's right. If you're anything like me, then we have to head over to the bar because I'm gonna need a drink or two or three. So we got our girl Savoy from Savoy. I'm sorry, Leah here. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I got plenty
Good.
of drinks for you. I got plenty of drinks.
Okay, so what is it?
This one's a sneaky link. That's cognac with
Ooh,
peach.
okay, it's sneaky. So,
Let's sneak up right on you.
like a lot of those men that I ended up breaking up with, let me just say that. Okay, but we might need one or two, not too many, because of course, you know, we start calling the ex, we start texting the ex, and that's why I got my girls back there, and they're gonna spill the tea. It's all about what not to do after you break up. Coming up next.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. I'm your girl, Cindy Burbano, and let me tell you, it is Girls Night Out, baby!
Yes.
We got our friend, author Holly Cotton, and she just has this new book, Don't Call Them, which we will be discussing. It is Bible for us girls, let me just tell you. And our comedian friend, Lotto Marie. Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. I'm so happy to be sitting right next to her because I need to be the first one reading that book.
You're like, I need three to go.
Yes.
And of course, we have the beautiful Kirsten. She is from the Savoy, and we're going to be talking about some drinks and some stuff that you guys have going on later on, okay? But first, I'm going to have to go with you, Lotto Marie.
Yes.
I hear that you're one of those girls that is calling the ex, that is texting the ex. Let it go, girl. What's going on?
Okay, so this is true. I am inclined. I just be kind of wanting to check in.
For what?
Well, comfortability.
Uh.
That's the thing. I
Mhm.
can be a little bit to deal with. So I done finally got somebody that's dealing with me. When it's time to let go, sometimes it just ain't that easy. I don't know. Like,
I appreciate the accountability.
yes.
I appreciate it. She's like, sometimes I'm not the easiest person. So I love that for you.
Yeah, I know I'm not the easiest. So sometimes I'm like, you know, I got a good thing here. Let's just try to work it out. And even when I decide to leave, I will leave and I'll get over it. But then for some reason,
You have that weak spot, so you tend to go back. But it's funny you mentioned that because I think that's a lot of the mistakes that we do as women. We tend to forget that, okay, oh, so he cheated on me. Okay, and then we forgive them as if they're going to change. And then it's this pattern and we always go back. Why are we doing this?
In my opinion, I think it's because women are monogamous by genetic
Right.
makeup.
I
so
agree.
women feel like I can forgive him. Maybe this time he will change. And women don't want to get a new body. That's the
That
biggest
part.
thing too, because now if I meet someone else, now I'm going to be sexual with another
Right.
person, and they rather just do that. Men don't care. They're taught to sow their oats, so they can
Yes.
just go and
they'll give up.
Yeah.
They'll leave.
They'll
leave, girl.
Right, Kirsten, and you were agreeing with that. You know, you don't want to go and meet other men or like, what's happening? What's your story?
Like she said, the familiarity, comfortability.
Yeah.
I don't want a new body. I don't want to have to reprogram nobody. You know, let me just,
Reprogram sound crazy, but go ahead.
you know, or try to train them up.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Right. Train them up. But when I do say I'm gonna leave, like I'll give you a warning first, because that means try to fix it, get your stuff together.
Right.
But if you're still doing the same old thing and I'm talking to a brick wall, eventually I'm gonna leave. So I'll leave mentally first. You
I
know?
think that's also one of
Yes.
the things that women do. And I was reading a book a long time ago where we're like constantly giving them hints. Like, you know, I'm about to leave. If you don't change, you're going to do that. But when a woman leaves, that's it. Because men will threaten all day and they'll be like, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But then they're like babies and they come back and cry.
So we're in agreement that we leave, but my thing is I'm the spin the block. But have you ever went to like a restaurant and it's been good, and then that one time you got food poisoning? I mean,
I don't go back.
I'm not going back.
I don't go back.
Lotto is she speaks for only herself, not women. She
I
is
ain't
worse
been like,
and
you
worse
know
and
what?
worse.
Maybe that was just that one cook.
Yeah, she's not the women's spokesperson.
She was like, it was that one oyster that
one
was not
time.
good.
Like, I might not mess with it for a couple of months, but I'm gonna see what they talking about. They got a little special sale
But I
going
wanted
on.
to say something with Cindy. What you said is that, you know, there's a saying and it says that a woman will forgive a man. Every time she forgives a man, she loves you less. but a man
Yep.
will love her more.
It'll
So
never be
by
the
the
same.
time he loves her
Ooh, that's
unconditionally
deep.
and he's
Yeah.
ready to be the person she wants him to be, she's gone
I
because
love
she's
that.
forgiven you too much.
That's like addition and subtraction at the same time. It's
Yeah.
like every time it's
Wow.
like a plus and a minus. Okay, that was
That's
why
why I
is
told
MX
my
supposed to
ex,
be?
I tell men, period, like if I do take you back,
Yeah.
it'll never be the same.
ooh.
What is it that changes? That like you're left for them, or it's just like they've
It
lost
could be
you?
the respect.
Yes.
It could be
Sometimes
a
we
number of
get
things.
we gain. You know, you start to gain.
The
It's like-
power in the control in the
you
relationship.
start to
I
realize
feel like
more,
that. Yeah.
more, you know, for yourself. Like, dang, you know what? I'm better than this. Like every time you just start to realize, like, why am I settling? Why am I caving? Or why am I? For me, I'm competitive. Why am I letting you win?
Okay.
That's also self-love.
I was going to say, because that comes down to self-love, and you talk a lot about that. You had another book that you had previously, Holly, and it spoke about empowering women, loving ourselves. That's important when we're going through a breakup.
Definitely, for sure. And I say that it's not that you are being particular, picky, or hard to difficult, like you
Right,
said. No,
right.
it's that now I love myself so much and I respect myself and I have the peace that I earned by doing the healing process,
Yes.
that I'm not going to give it to you for free.
Oh my gosh, that is perfect. And with that said, we are coming back because, Holly, I want you to talk about this book, all these tips, and the guide on how not to text and call your boy back. Come on now, we broke up. That's it. Coming up next.
We've got every episode of the Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.
Welcome back. And if you're going through a breakup, this is your show. We got our beautiful guests here, author Holly Cotton, our friend comedian Lotta Marie, yes girl, and the beautiful Kirsten from the Savoy, talking about breakups and this great book that you just released, Don't Call Them. First of all, tell me why you wrote this book.
So really quick, I had a book last summer called Somebody's Wife or Not, Discovering Self-Love and Single Life. And I was getting a lot of feedback from people who had read the book and they were saying, well, I want to love myself, but I can't get over my ex. I still want them. I haven't had the closure. I said, say less, let me make a sequel. So now I have Don't Call Them, which is resisting the urge to call through distraction and then also accountability. So what can we do to make sure that we are realizing what we did wrong in a relationship, what we want in a relationship, what we deserve in a relationship, and making sure don't keep calling them because they're not the ones that's going to give it to you.
And we're the ones that need to start changing, like, our ideas, because I think one of the important factors of when you break up is knowing why you don't want to be with somebody like that. It's okay, like, I love this about this person, but what I will never accept again.
That is so important.
And that comes with meeting the new people. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to put up with that anymore. Understanding that. I don't know if you guys have been through some bad breakups where it has literally just changed who you are.
Yeah.
Right?
And I value that, though. I value that it wasn't about them. It was more about me and my growth. And so what I have learned is that I have to visually see it. So I might go into the phone and change their name as something that hurt me. Like,
Stop.
yeah, because it's like I kind of gotta like.
You're like disease. I'm just
like
I have that in my book.
Yeah, like I gotta kind of hurt myself a little bit because life be so good.
Yes, like what is it that they did? Because when you feel it, when you're lonely, when you're horny, when you need some loving, you are willing to settle for things because you're like, oh, I just want to be held. And then you're like, oh. You know, you can go see and say, oh no, that bastard did this on that day, and then
you know what?
So it's a constant reminder.
It has to, like, because I think because I'm an Aquarius, I'm a very caring person.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, so so I think that it comes from that. Like, I don't ever hold things. I've never necessarily been cheated on where I found somebody in that situation, so I don't know what my reaction would be like for that. But just nothing really hurts me like that, you know. And so I think that seeing that hurt. Seeing what that was, the conversation that we had, the reminder that it's not that serious or whatever it is, that label that I put on it helps me to be bigger because I need to show up more for myself. And
that's called a distraction activity.
well, hey, whatever makes you put that phone down.
Right. And then you got, you know what? You got me messed up.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens. When you pick up that phone
Right.
to make that call and you see that, you'll be like, man, I ain't calling.
Right.
And he was small anyway. He wasn't
Yes,
that great of bed.
like whatever.
You start, did all the other stuff. And it was like 4 inches too short.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
and what, 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Okay.
He had a
like-
booger in his nose at one time.
Yeah.
I'm
What do you
calling
think
stinky
works
breath.
for you, Kirsten?
As far
As like your breakups, or like what helps you move on when
Well,
you're
you said
going
that you
through
don't
that?
spin the block.
Because you said, yeah, once you're done, you're done.
I'm done. I probably have already given them chance after chance after chance. So it's like, once I'm
What
done,
What
I'm
do
done.
you think inside you is that makes you that way? Because women, like for example, like Laura Marie's like, oh well, maybe I'll call him, maybe I'll do that. What
Well,
is
for
it?
me, I'm spiritual, so I pray. So I pray for peace.
Yeah.
You know, I pray for God to show me my self-worth, you know.
Okay.
So it's like my desire starts to change. Like you said, he'll probably send a distraction, send another man. You get over somebody by getting next to somebody else.
Under another man, but go ahead.
That's what the grandmas used to say.
Yeah. So
She paying
it's
for
like-
peace. I'm paying for not to be pregnant, but go ahead.
I pray for peace, and
Yeah.
it's like once that happens, he removes all the distractions. But when I do start dating other people, it's just showing me that what's out there. Like
Yeah.
there are men out there who will.
Exactly.
so true.
Who will kind of fit that role
Yes.
and do what
just
the
like
other
with
guy
food,
wasn't
like
doing.
Your appetite just starts to change and it starts to increase. So that don't even turn me on no more. Like, I
Oh
don't
my
even-
gosh. Well, let me tell you, if praying doesn't help, I know what will. Because our friend Holly Cotton has some tips in here on what to do to not call your ex. Coming up next. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're here with Holly, Lotta Marie, and Kirsten, and we're talking about breakups. We were talking about your book, Don't Call Them, but one of the things that really kind of stood out were these tips that you were giving us when we are going through a breakup. We want to call them, we want to text them, but how about a voodoo doll?
That's demonic.
Okay.
Listen to this. I love it. Please elaborate.
So for me, I am from Louisiana. So yes, voodoo,
That's in the book.
voodoo.
Yes, girl, it is here. Voodoo doll. I even got a little post-it. I'm
my
telling you, girl,
God.
this is funny. This
So
is good.
it's just
It's
for
playful.
fun, and it even says, what does it says? Harmless fun. So
Yes.
don't really
Yes.
go like bury them and poke them and do a chant about it or whatever.
Too
But
late. I'm
It's
kidding.
just it's the like Lotto said, it's the symbol of what that means. And so that's the whole thing, because you need something visual to remind you. So when you're like, oh, I can't stand him, harmless fun,
Yeah.
or whatever else is a distraction, but it's a distraction, and now you put your effort that you were going to call him into doing something else. So now the urge to call him has gone because now you
Right.
distracted yourself.
So now it's diminished because you're poking out, this thing. But what else can you give us as tips
I
for
got
those
a
people out
question,
there?
though.
What?
What if they kind of fat and so you don't have enough material to make them a doll?
Put it on so we can put it like on anything. Like
Put it on
Yeah,
your
get a lot
bag.
of
Oh my
cotton to
goodness,
make
put it
it-
on your vision board.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I have a dartboard as well. You can put stuff. I have creating a playlist of like breakups empowerment songs, something that
Yes.
makes you feel better. Remember when
Yes.
Irreplaceable came out and everybody's
Yes.
like, you must not know about me.
To the left. Man, Beyonce wrote that for me.
Well, that's
I was getting over Brandon, and
Yes.
Beyonce came out with that, and I was like, thank you so
And the
much.
biggest thing I'll tell you that's a visual that everyone loves is the close your letter, but do not send it.
Okay.
But being able to tell, write it out, what they did to hurt you, how they hurt you, what they did wrong, how they got you messed up and you're not the one.
It's like
that
a reminder. Like I don't really know everything that I want, but I know exactly what I don't want.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, when you write
Releases
that
it.
letter, but you don't do it. And then also, I also want to make sure that we are also growing from this breakup. So there's journal prompts in there
Yes.
as well that tell you what did you learn out of this relationship? What are some of the characteristics you want in the next relationship? Because if you don't even know what you want, how you going to be a good partner? And then also you got to let that trauma go so you can be a better partner to whoever comes. Like you said, that's the distraction or who God sent you or whatever you believe. So
That book got to be a part 2 coming because.
Well, you got to tell us how to get this book.
Yeah.
Anywhere, hollycotton.com, Amazon, everywhere,
go.
global distribution. Don't call them resisting the urge to call.
This is good. You need all the tips, everything's in here. And we need to get some more information on like journaling, what you do, if they need to, call them or whatever. We need to talk to you directly, right? Okay, we could send you DMs.
Your hotline.
No, but send it to the DM, Holly Cotton.
I need hotline. I need you to hit. I need you to answer
That's
like
the
real
support
quick.
hotline. Is that what it is?
I'm gonna hire them to manage the hotline.
Hey,
so there
I'm
you go.
here.
I don't know, Lotta, what do you think? What's that one advice you would give women out there when they're going through a breakup?
Okay, honestly, just like I learned, if you ever get food poisoning, you don't go back. So that's something that I want to embrace more, is to throw him away, throw him up and throw him away, and don't go back, okay?
What do you have to say, Kirsten? That one advice to all the ladies out there that are going through that bad breakup.
Just pray about it, and when you do have the urge to call back, remember why you left.
Ooh, that is very important. In the meantime, we're going to continue with our sneaky link, and we're going to head over to the bar with our friends from the Savoy.
We've got every episode of the Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.
Welcome back. We're behind the bar with the ladies from the Savoy, and we're going to do what? Bag that glass up! But we're not only going to have a delicious drink, we also have some midnight munchies. Okay, ladies. Leah, tell us a little bit about that sneaky link. How do we make it at home?
All right, so our sneaky link is mostly made with cognac. You could do any cognac of your choosing. We use Branson. This is a really good cognac.
And we already put a little bit of the
put a little sugar on there.
Very good.
So you just put like 1.5 ounce of Branson. We usually have triple sec, and put like 1 ounce of triple sec, to even it out. But if you just want to just go straight to the point, put a little lemon juice. And
it's very sweet. It's very fruity. I really liked it. It was very good. Okay,
put a little simple syrup. And of course, we can't go without the peach. So we're gonna put a little peach in there.
We're gonna mix it up, and we were talking about peaches, and I got here Long, and I got here Megan. Tell me a little bit about what's going on this Sunday. I know y'all have a brunch.
Yes, we do. We've got the MILFs of Houston. I love Megan doing a special brunch.
We do. We had this Sunday. We're kicking off our Sunday Fun Day at Savoy, 11 a.m. with the MILF brunch.
Okay, what is this MILF? Because we all know what it stands for, but it stands for something different.
It does. It is Mothers I Like to Finance.
Oh, okay.
So we're just, looking for mothers to come out and really celebrate, the hardworking moms that are out
I
in our
love that.
city.
We're all about supporting other women.
Right.
And I know we're going to have a delicious menu. Long, tell us about this.
Yes, we've tweaked our menu items for special for this brunch.
Ooh.
So we're calling all MILFs. And
Yes.
we're calling all anybody's who's got a MILF they love to love on.
Oh, I love
And
that. We're
come
going.
and
That's all
pamper
us.
her. Yes, all of us. Come on out, and we're pampering this Sunday, kicking off brunch. We got peach cobbler.
That is
waffle.
delicious. I love this. It smells so good. So that's a good brunch option. But we also have the wings or the chicken.
Habanero peach wings.
Oh, y'all, this smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna have to try this too. We got our eggs.
So I've got lamb chops and eggs, and these ones are peach glazed lamb chops. With eggs, you can substitute it for any veggie you please.
Wonderful.
But this is kind of a beautiful brunch plate. We've got our peach cobbler empanadas. That's a new dish.
Oh, yummy.
Yes, so if you've got a sweet treat, that's
Yes,
amazing.
absolutely. And then I see you have that salad.
Summer salad
Ooh.
with the habanero peach glazed salmon.
Ooh, the salmon.
Jumped off the plate. So
Yes,
fresh.
it did. It's so fresh. It's not here. The ladies on the couch are enjoying it. That's what happened. But it's this Sunday. What time is the brunch?
11 a.m.
Do we need any sort of tickets, or we just all show up, supporting each other? How do we do this?
Always good to reserve.
Okay.
So with reservations and bookings, we got a complimentary bottle of champagne.
Wonderful. Where do we follow you guys on social media?
Meet me at the Savoy.
Meet me at the Savoy. And Leah, you already have my drink, girl.
Yes, I got your sneaky link right
Okay, well, here it is, my sneaky link. And we will see you guys next time, or maybe on Sunday at the brunch at the Savoy.
For sure.
Bye.
Hollywood. Woo!
Missed out on the Nightcap? Well, head on over to our YouTube page and catch up with Carolina.
You can watch full episodes anytime you want. And don't forget to share it with your friends, because we got to keep the conversation flowing.
You're confident in yourself. Who can stop you?
Ding dong, titties.
We're not looking to hurt the sisters,
Gotcha.
but you know, we can get men pretty big.
Why do I look disgusting?
No!
Also, fellas, the toy is not your enemy, it's your teammate.
Tag it in. Join us weeknights on Fox 26 at 11:30 and anytime on Fox Soul.